Hey love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please drop a line. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. And if you've been with me for a while and I haven't heard from you in a while, and you just so happen to come by my videos or stop by the channel for a friendly visit, please go ahead and drop a line. I would love to hear back from you. And if you feel like the videos just give you a good vibe and an uplift, please go ahead and give a thumbs up and share. It'll be greatly appreciated. So sending so much love and light, whatever you're needing, whether it's perseverance, resilience, calmness, healing, protection, whatever you're needing just to stay continuing on your path of purpose, I'm sending that out towards you a million times fold. Anybody who's coming in with very nefarious intentions or negative energy towards greed, envy, or you trying to destroy, whatever, distract, hey, I'm sending that back to you 20 million times fold, because everything, my energetic signature, my essence, my vibe, my image, everything is highly guided, loved, and protected. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, when you receive constant hardship for all the good you do, know that you're not karma. Know that you're karma, not karmic. A lot of times we go through a lot of stuff and it make you feel like, hey, come on, walking jinx. My mom used to say, you and your janky head. Used to tell me that, and not realizing it was like different stuff that I went through when I found out I was a Heyoka about 3 or 4 years ago. And I was like, where did this come from? Where did this come from out of the blue? Why didn't I know this? It was like, and I used to have dreams about a chief that I was talking to, called me a little Heyoka. I'm like, if you call me that one more time, are you calling me a hoe in your own little mother language? What you doing? And they would bust out laughing, seeing fire rituals and then seeing different, wolves, owls, seeing myself walking down woods and stuff with all, different type of animals and stuff like that, and wondering, why they always have hardship coming into my life. Why, when people always constantly did things to me. I mean, when I say I've had different stuff come up to where, it would be because we're on that healing season right now, and it's just like different stuff will come up. I'm like, I know y'all didn't. I almost forgot about this, and y'all reminded me. Why? Why did you remind me of that? And it'll be just different things you need to heal from, and it'll be different times that people have done some very low down, dirty stuff to me. I remember when what was it, when the jackpot, Jumbo Bucks came out, when it first came out, and I was talking to my coworker, and I said, oh, I feel mighty lucky today, my hand itching or whatever, let me go. And not realizing when you get any kind of lottery tickets or stuff like that, or even the ones, the pick 5 and the Powerball and stuff like that, you're always good to sign your name on it. Didn't know that, but now I know. Next thing you know, I had 5 Jumbo Bucks, and the 5 Jumbo Bucks, one was 1,000, one was 280, 1,000, something like that. It was some big numbers, and I was like, I was about to have a heart attack. And the man looked up, and I'm talking to my friend, not thinking this man gonna take my card or whatever. The man gonna tell me, oh, I threw it away, it wasn't a winner. No, that, give me my card back, because I know it was. I had every one of them. It's like every number had Jumbo Bucks on it. And when I'm telling you, it had, one was 10,000, one was 100, one was $10, one was $20, and then the big one was 280. 280 something. So I was like flipping out, like, man, I ain't gotta work for a minute. I ain't gotta work at all. I was so happy. Then the man, I was like, I had to call the cops, because I was about to snatch that man across the goddamn counter, because he stole my money. And it was like, he was like, I can give you a card. No, hell no, I want my card, the one you took. And it was like, I was so mad. I was good mad. Then my boss was mad, because this is where, because this is where I was used to be a medical driver. So it would be different times where I'm picking people up for doctor's appointments, diabetic, when they had to go to dialysis and stuff like that. I was so mad. I was pissed, because I said, how I could have paid bills off of. I wouldn't have had to worry about nothing, anything like that. Next thing you know, Just because the man did that, and I told him, I said, oh, you know, he gambling in here, because we live in the state of Georgia where we're at. You can't use the gambling slots in there. That's illegal, you know, unless you're, you know, using it for coins, or, you know, I think you have to get stuff out at the store or something like that. You can't use it. You know, it was like an underground gambling ring. And he was selling, you know, singles, which is, you know, you can't do that in the stores. You ain't supposed to be selling single cigarettes. And he was selling, without sitting up here, selling alcohol and cigarettes without, you know, giving any kind of card, you know, any kind of identification. He was just doing it. And it would be at that point where I was so mad, and then my coworker was like, I remember what you were talking about too, and I defended you at work because I was on the phone with you, you know. But then it was telling me, you know, next time you get a card like that, sign your name on the back of it so they can't steal it. Next thing you know, me walking karma, the man had all his BP stores, you know, all his BP stores hit for $20,000 fines. Not even, what it was about 3 months, not even 3 months later, just because you stole my card and you knew that man stole my card, and y'all sit up here and got it cashed out somewhere else and kept my money, you had all your stores hit for 20 grand in fines. And that was like, you realizing you walk in karma. And that was just me thinking I was jinxed, and I was so upset because I said, you took money out of my mouth, my kids' mouth. This is something I could have paid off. I could have quit this job I was at because I couldn't, you know, I didn't really like it at the time. And different stuff like that. And it'll be different times where I've been at jobs where, you know, where my situation would come out, what I had going on, and next, you know, it would be bosses and stuff who was just really trying to do stuff to me, and, you know, working at housekeeping, and they always had me doing the worst type of rooms where it would take, you know, 1,000. It'd be feel like it'd take 1,000,000 days to be able to do it, and they were supposed to be getting a pay rate up higher than what I was supposed to be getting. And it would be those different times where they done those things, and it would still, you know, they would have me doing this, and they were paying me lower. And then they wouldn't write it down that I was doing these deep cleaning rooms every single day. And this was tiring me out. And they told me, no, don't give her no help. Don't do this. Don't do that. And they thought they were getting back at me. And it was just something that was telling me, go ahead and quit that job. Because the fact is, they're doing this on purpose with you because they don't like you. And they keep showing that, because even different people I was working in, like, why they keep doing that to her? And they could have been putting somebody else with her. Or, you know, because usually sometimes they'll let you partner up with 2 or 3 people. Or after they finish, they go ahead and come in and help you, and they get that pay rate too. So it'll be different times where it'll take me longer, so they supposed to pay you a time and a half plus that grade, you know, that pay grade on top of that. And they weren't doing that. Shoot, they kept like about $500-$600 from me. I was pissed off. You know, one of my old heads that I was working with, one of my elders. Let me not say old heads. That's disrespectful. But one of my elders that I was working with, like, baby, I will come down here and be like, nah, Miss Ma'am, no, because if I come there, I ain't gonna leave like I came out, and neither do they. I ain't gonna do that. Like, Roslynn, that's your money. This is their life. This is my freedom. I'm not about to do that. Next thing you know, I get a call back and be like, hey, you remember how they used to do this and this and that? They got fired for stealing. You know, just at the job I was telling y'all about on my other video, you know, about making the right decisions. You know, it would have been different times where, you know, I had a boss wanting me to forge signatures. And next thing you know, you fired me because the fact is I couldn't be manipulated. Next thing you know, you got fired from your job and almost got put in jail from what I was told just for stealing and forging signatures. I'm like, oh, you trying to get me got for that? No, but it'll be different times. You done gone through life, and it makes you feel like you are very karmic. You are very karmic. And I tell people, you are a walking incantation, and you are a walking karma. You know, different times people may have gotten away with different things that has taken place in their life where they may have been able to weasel themselves out, or they've been able to give jive talk to get out of this situation. And they may have been able to manipulate people and break down people, you know, self-esteem, you know, warping people's mind to where, you know, they didn't want to think for themselves and made them think small and make them feel like nothing good would happen for them. But then when they met you, they may have been able to pull the same thing, but they got different results. And this is the exact reason why universe is like, okay, I'm gonna let you be very charismatic, but actually a problematic of being a karmic. You know, you're a karma. You're not a karmic. You're not walking around doing these different things, even though you may have been karmic. You had karmic traits, but it was the fact of you being that one where you can continue to be in that karmic vibration. It was either a choice. You can either be karma of where you're learning where you're not to be the one to be trifed with. You are that one that, where you come back with a vengeance is not actually vengeance. You're in your power, and that's where you get your karma from. When you walk away from different things where you're a walking blessing, you are that karma. Because it'll be that you're that type of person where people are going to recognize your worth, or they're going to just take it for granted. And they see your worth, but they feel like, I'm not about to give it to them, because if they don't notice that, I'm not about to give it to them. I would be that type of person back in the day when I would date. I never knew what I was looking for. I didn't have that father figure into my life, even though my biological dad wanted to be in my life like that. My karmic, adopted, person. I'll never call him dad. That just, them two words don't go together. But him, that, my karmic person that was assigned to be my dad, I ended up being karma for him too, because it would be different things that was passed on to him that he tried to place me into, just because I had a father in my life that really wanted to be there, really loved me, and all those different things. And it would be at that time where I had karmic traits, different things that took place on my life that was really, really, really challenging, and different things that took, that really happened, that I had to understand, there's nobody ever really getting away with anything. When you really have gone through things, and people really cut you, and cut you deep. It'll be those different times where, if you ever seen those different vibes where it's been said that, don't worry about the people to belittle you, disrespect you, talk down to you, even talk behind your back. If they consist on doing that, God is going to reap a harvest for them, and they're going to know the reason why is because of you. And if you're very blessed, God's going to allow you to see them go through it. And it's not meaning, even though they did low to you, you don't get back and, be laughing at them, or, whatever they did to you, don't place that on them. That was meant for you to see that. But if you go ahead and you mock that person going through that hardship, it's going to come back on you triple time. Like if they push that on you, it's going out double. But when you go back and you're doing the same exact thing they did to you, that's going to amplify. So it was just like, oh, well, okay, I guess God was, protecting me, or, God got my back, or whatever. And those are the different things that, you are a life lesson of a blessing. Like, you're a walking lesson. Like, okay, if you took me for granted, it's going to be a point where you're going to see, people are like, even when I forgot what that guy's name is. And I remember somebody put it on here on my channel for me. But it was a guy I was watching where he's narcissistic. He used to be narcissistic. And what I'm saying, I know there's a lot of narcissistic people that don't like him. He's a black guy with dreads. And he was like, I was like that. And then I'm still going through counseling for it. And he makes videos about outing, narcissistic people and what to look for. I mean, even Tia Mallory, I think that's what her last name is, my bad girl. That was watching him, and she was like, man, I'm going through this too, and every sign that he was going through. And it's like, does narcissistic people ever get their karma? And it was just like, baby, you are the karma. You may have been that one that was genuine to them. You may have been that one that was highly committed towards that person. I don't want to say loyal, but highly committed. You actually thought, for their best interest at heart. And you went through some different things where y'all may have been trauma bonding. And I'm not talking about this always have to be people you date. These are different people you could be good friends with, or you met at work, or could be family members, different things like that. When I say I've really seen people reap the harvest of karma just for, doing some very messy things to me. And, I tell people, it's like, what's that karma? You just to see me walk away? That'll be your karma. Or you just to see me elevate? That'll be your karma. There'll be different times where you were chosen to be that ultimate blessing for somebody, and they had to be able to really see that and really appreciate it. But there'll be different people who are just not going to appreciate you like that. But through those situations will be an ultimate growth for you. Because if you lack the love that you didn't have for yourself, this is a thing that's going to be a strong commitment ship towards yourself. These are those different things that maybe you placed out love to people, it wasn't reciprocated. Or maybe you put your happiness on the back burner to make other people happy. You downgraded yourself to do different things, or you settled. And these are the different things that's going to be very karmic for you until you allow yourself to know, I know my worth. I know what I deserve. I'm not going to I'm not going to settle for less than what I deserve. I'm not going to be jumping just because the fact is what I'm working hard for is not coming quick enough. So I'm going to jump on the first thing I see walking, or the first thing that comes at me and can. No, be those different things where you already know. If you know your worth, you know you got love for yourself. You're not going to worry about what people saying out there in the streets, because you know what you do. You know. It'd be a lot of times the people that's talking about you know what you do, and that's the reason why. It'd be mainly them that's doing it and using that daggone woman and put it on you. Don't go, well, hell, it ain't you. That was them. You know, it'll be different things like that where you know your worth, you know your self-love. You know when you walking in your integrity, in your truth, you know, and you solid with your boundaries and self-respect. That becomes karma. It becomes karma. It becomes karma for you and dharma for you. Where you may had to go through these mishaps, and you may have been that person where they have gotten over on people. Like with my situation, my lottery ticket, I guarantee you, I'm not the first person they did that to, you know, and you were bold enough to be able to do it. But it just so happened to be me. I done got 2 of your stores shut down, and you had about 4 or 5 of them, because he had them throughout the city. 4 or 5 of them, 2 of them got shut down. Then you had to pay $20,000 fine on both of them, and all the rest of them you had to pay a $20,000 fine for it. Or it'll be a different situation where I've had friends and I really was intimate with them, and I'm not talking about sexual, but when we talked about things, it was very vulnerable. You know, that I would tell them different things we would discuss, and then when you felt like you couldn't, you know, you try to make me lose my job, or you put my business out there and you really made me look crazy or whatever, when you know I wasn't. You know, I went through a lot, but you neglected to say that. And next thing you know, they were like, Roslynn, you lost your job, you know, and I'm about to, you know, hand her ass to it, and, you know, she disappeared. You know, she made sure to be like, hey, she gonna try to fight you. And she already knew how it was, because she know me, you know, since I first got here. Next thing you know, she got, you know, and then I had a co-worker already, and she was like, hey, you know, such and such and such. Oh, she lost her job. You know, they went on furlough for a minute, and they never called her back, you know. But it'll be different things that I knew, you know. It'll be at my job where, you know, I went and had a conversation, a face-to-face conversation, and it would be something that it was really bad. And it'll be different things that took place where, you know, certain things was coming up. So it will be just different times that, you know, you have gone through different things, and people have been very harsh to you. People have wronged you in no kind of apparent way. And these are the different things that took place into your life, where it's teaching lessons towards you. And it's also teaching lessons towards them. As soon as I said that, it said 17. But you're going through these different things to help you learn, help you heal. You know, really know yourself for what it's worth. Anything that you are lacking, I guarantee you, universe placed you in those situations for you to make your weakness your ultimate strength. It's going to have you completely aligned with yourself. And these things happen different where you're dealing with karmic people. And you may have been karmic yourself, but you took that choice to actually go the higher route, where other people choose to stay the same. And just for you making that change within yourself, and you know, you place boundaries up, and people try to manipulate that any kind of way. Trust and believe they had the karma coming. You don't believe that, because there'll be different times you may have thought about that, like, you know, they wronged me. You know, I had different people come up and, you know, do something to me, you know, or whatever, and next thing you know, the things that they were wanting to do to you end up happening to them. You know, different things like that. So don't think that you're karmic, you know, because you're going through these different things. Knowing you were made to build up to be that karma. But you're going to go through, like I said, you're going to go through your ways, whatever you know, what you and it's not like, because this is that vibe where, you know, if you already know the different things you're going through, and it's like you ain't trying to reincarnate to have to go back and do this again after you done, you know, you done gone to the upper room, you got to come back. You're like, man, look, let me go through this hell. I done sit up here and place on myself for the little poor decisions I had, for the little hurtful things I did, or the things I thought I done got away with, you know, because this will be that time where you really clearing your slate, and you're going to really have to go through stuff. But it either your choice to be, I'm going to still be holding on these karmic frequencies, karmic vibes, these karmic traits, or I'm allowed us to really teach me something, let me learn from this, and be able to convert, to be able to get my good karma, my good karma dharma, and then just realize that whatever was taking place, and it was made on some very, very low vibrations that was out here just to get me, you know, it's going to take place where you going to see that, or you going to hear it. So trust and believe, you're not a karma. I mean, you're not a karmic. You're walking karma. Anything that's coming up on you, baby, you the whole magic. You're a walking incantation. Have you cure? You got the cure for every element and illness that's going on. It's supposed to be from the mystical world. So I hope you are able to resonate with the concept of that. Let me go ahead and give a post notification shout out to Kelsia. Much love to you as well. I hope I pronounced your name right. And Florifies Days. Much love to you as well. Let me go ahead and I went ahead and saged my my cards. I'm gonna go ahead and pick, you know, what is it, 5 cards. Okay, 5 cards that I need to pick out. You pick 1 through 5, and that can be your, you know, your thing for the week or for the day or whatever. 6. Okay, never mind. 6. 1 through 6. The first one, harmony. What I was just saying, talking about, I got cards like this, y'all, so I'm picking. Okay, harmony. You just going through something like that, and you're going through some hardships. Trust and believe. God and universe working it out for you, baby. So whatever you're going through, and you know things been heavy for you, God working it out for you in the most amazing ways. 444. Okay. Truth and integrity. You know, what did I say? Truth. The cards are like this, y'all. Truth and integrity. You stand your ground. You don't step in your power. Being very transparent. Being unapologetic. That's on period. You go ahead and keep doing that. Go ahead and keep doing that. You know, be honest with yourself. If you feeling some type of way, hey, I'm feeling some type of way. Okay, why are you feeling some type of way? You know, this and this and this and that. Okay, breathe through it. If this is something that you can change, you know, or you can have in your control, then you go ahead and you work on that. You keep practicing on that. You keep allowing yourself to push through that. If it's something that's out of your control, we got to give it up to God. You know, even if we be feeling some type of way about God and universe about it, we speak on our things and be telling him this is what it is, and then we pray on it. You know what's working out for you. Who's going to work it out? Work it out. Okay. Still got it like that. Soulmate. You got a soulmate coming through. You know, soulmate can be, you know, it can be seen as many ways. You have soulmates through karmics. They can be that, but it'll be, those are your twin catalysts. You know, different things is coming in where it's teaching you your rights and your wrongs or whatever like that. Or it could be, you know, a pet, you know, best friend, you know, different stuff like that. You're you know, they got that coming in. Just like the other one, I just had that. Where it's coming in with guardian angel. You know, you're going through different things, and you know, it's like divine guidance. You know, they're guiding you towards different things. They're giving you the clarity that you really need. And the different things that's taking place. You know, you may have had somebody like the other one I had where it was like a grandparent, and it was like they do everything, like they like roosters, and they like what is it, sunflowers. They got sunflowers everything around the house, whether it's like, you know, oven covers, or you know, toiletries, or you know, different curtains. They got everything like sunflowers. I'm like, oh gosh. Well, they have this one, and what else? It's like roses. They have a brooch. They may wear a hat with a brooch, or they have an apron that has a lot of roses on it. Like I said, I got this like that. I can't make it up. Manifesting. You know, set a soulmate. You know, you manifesting a good career. You know, you manifesting, you know, the best version of yourself. You're manifesting whatever goals you're trying to work on. You know, go ahead and do that. And like I said, I always clear my energy out way before I do my videos. So this is for the collective. This is not for me. Okay. Doing cards like this. Okay. The last one. Dreams. You know, whether it's your dreams, like knowing your dreams come true, you're manifesting your dreams to come true, you know, or, you know, different things is coming in your dreams where it's messages for your waking life, whatever you're going through, you know, whether it's not, you know, you sit up here at an all-you-can-eat buffet with 2 elephants, you know, write that down. Even though it may be crazy, you know, we have vivid dreams, you know, different stuff like that. It was just like, I had one, what was it? I don't even think I want to say that, but you know, I had one that mess was crazy. But you know, you may have one where you start, you know, you having a piggyback ride from a daggone crocodile, or you got one on your back. You know, it'd be something stupid like that, but you never know what that message is. It's probably like face your fears or something like that. Okay, they want me to do 2 more. Okay, at first it said 6, but they said 2 more because there's another message that's coming out. All right. Maybe going to my Kevin Hart vibe. power. Step in your power. I ain't talking about the 50 Cent either, you know, the show. But step in your power. You knowing that. Just like the video I'm just talking about. You're the walking karma. You're not the karmic. Step in your power. Walk with a purpose. Walk like you got a purpose. And we all do. It's just up to us if we choose to walk in it or not. So, know your power. Be unapologetic about it. You need to be able to do that. Okay. Doing this again. You got support. Whatever you're deciding, and this is the good, the good choice you're going through. If you need clarity, don't overthink it. If you knew you had to let go of somebody, or you change a different direction that you're not used to, and you're stepping out on faith, trust and believe you're being supported, heavily supported by your guardian angels. Different things like that. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Like I said, I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. And just being able to help, get, it's like spiritual networking, be able to give support, understanding why certain things took place in your life, just to have somebody to listen, just somebody to listen to. You're not asking for anything. You just want to be understood. You just want to be heard. And just being able to, get a gentle ear, a sound mind, a gentle ear, and, a strengthened soul, shoulder, just to be able to cry on, or just to be able to vent to. I love being able to do that. We're all here to support each other. There's so many people out in the world that's trying to be meant to tear us down and place judgment on us. I'm not doing neither of the two. I love to be able to help other people. It's like a student-teacher situation. There may be different things you don't overcome, I may be still struggling with, and vice versa. Whatever we speak on is confidential. I try to be able to help the best way I can, be encouraging and different stuff like that. And I love to be able to do that. I love being able to help other people. It's like helping me help you help me. And end up helping each other. So I love to be able to do that. And I also, on my community section of my videos, I also have different podcasts that I put out. It's like Heyokas podcast that I have on Spotify, and a couple of other podcast stations. I can't remember now, but it's different podcast stations as well that I share on here. Whatever is it, it comes across, hey, it may be meant for you to hear. And these are the different things that I put on here, different posts, to be able to uplift you, give you encouragement, tell you not to give up, knowing you're blessed no matter what you're going through. Anything that is holding you back, let that mess go, let them go, even if it's parts of yourself, different stuff like that, where it's real. It's like you want to be able to cut off toxic people, you got to be able to cut off the toxic people, toxic vibes that you carry that may be attracting them. You got to be able to work. Hey, I had to be able to do that on my own too. So different stuff like that, or it's different empath memes, or different memes that that just to be able to make you laugh. I had one where you see one of your guardian angels smoking a cigarette and having a drink at a bar, and saying that, hey, this him around him one day, and then your there goes spirit guide, or them, it had to be able to have a drink and a cigarette, mess around with you, like, you be working on my last nerve, I'm tired of you. It'll be one of those different things just to make you laugh, like, I'll make your job worthwhile. You keep messing around with me, you'll be like, you don't want to be assigned to me. I'll make it worthwhile. But it'll be different things that help you laugh, to keep from crying. And if you ever feel generous enough to drop a donation, Cash App is there as well. But it's just hey, stay woke, know your potential to the core, as well as your light. Your enemies and devil also know it very well, and that's the reason why they will try to convince you of other things otherwise. So know your worth and know yourself inside and out. Nobody can't tell you nothing. So, give out love, even through social distancing. Make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know, those things really take somebody a long way. Just because you had positive intent for being able to do that, please, it'll be taking you even further. So much love to you. God bless. I say shalom, peace, namaste. You can be safe and be responsible. Peace. And sending so much love and abundance and prosperity towards your way.